Imagine a wintry New York City, hit by a terrible virus outbreak, and it is your job to take the city back. This is The Division. The game is presented in a grand open world, encompassing a fantastically rendered New York City. Anyone who has visited it in real life will appreciate the love and care that has gone into this recreation. The combat is a third-person cover shooter with RPG elements. Think Gears of War meets Mass Effect. You will have traditional firearms, grenades, as well as a whole slew of special abilities. The ability tree has been limited for the duration of the beta, but I was very keen on the sonar-like ability that gave a peek at enemy positions, as well as a ballistic shield that you can deploy for extra cover. Even though there are RPG elements such as health packs, armor, and experience points, the game's combat mechanics are tight and responsive. This makes for a more fluid experience, striking a nice balance between different genres. I dabbled with the beta for a few hours, being the available story missions and exploring the Dark Zone. The Dark Zone is a sort of player versus player area where you'll face really tough enemies, best tackled in teams, but those who are successful will be rewarded handsomely. That is not to say areas outside the Dark Zone are a picnic. You will constantly be running into citizens and other agents in need. Whether they need a med pack or need you to defend a drop point, you'll earn experience and supplies for many of these actions. The experience is for leveling, and the supplies that you gather, you can use those to upgrade different facets of your home bases. These upgrades will give you access to additional abilities, perks, and equipment. Upgrading your base is something I can see becoming very addicting. However, many of these upgrades, as well as the whole crafting section, were closed for the beta. Really, my only criticism is I could see the story becoming very bland, even with the really cool virus outbreak scenario. Characters I encountered didn't seem all that interesting, and your own player-made character is a silent protagonist, which makes story scenes you just kind of blankly staring as characters deliver one-sided dialogue. Didn't really inspire much hope in the story. However, this is still a beta. We don't have access to all the story missions. Who knows, the final release may surprise me and have an incredible story I wasn't expecting. However, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because I could see this becoming very much like Destiny. It may have a weak story, but the game mechanics are solid. Great multiplayer with an addicting progression system that will hook you for many play sessions to come. The full version of The Division drops on March 8th, on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. If you think this might be up your alley, you should give it a try. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Jesse Dark Gaming.